What's up, folks? Welcome back to the third episode of my absolutely killing it lol wrong series, Holy Broken Empire playthrough as the nation of Austria. The Ottomans are in a terrible shape, guys, and that's because we have already undermined them like dramatically with our Byzantium subject, who I am beginning to integrate already. We've also gotten a free union over Hungary. We've got a lot of power projection. And we have begun expanding into Italy, which apparently we are going to reign in now. That seems like my major focus. I did intend, as I've said many times before, throughout the series, to avoid reigning in Italy and being bogged down doing the same thing that I've done so many other times. Let's help out our trade efficiency just a little bit by doing that. Cool. But that's what we're doing. And we're trying to reign in Italy and beginning with a war here. This seems like a pretty opportune time to go in against Papal State. I feel pretty good with our RNG situation here. He could be allied to France, for example. But, it's time to go. And I spent money influencing him just with the hope that if we declare this war, we don't have negative relations, which we do. It's almost certain that we will be excommunicated, guys. Looking at this, though, we are getting the vote from the Palatinate, Brandenburg, and Bohemia, who will only get negative 50 relations if we're excommunicated. So, yeah, I think we're just going to roll with it. I mean, what can we do? I've already declared war. It's not like I save scum or anything like that, do I, guys? No. Wrong channel. Just thinking about how much I regret doing that. But no, hopefully, if we get excommunicated, we're going to be just fine. But I do think that let's look at their forces, by the way. Yeah, we're definitely stronger. Siena out-techs us, which is a little bit frightening. Hopefully his general doesn't lead any major armies. Let's utilize our diplomats on these kingdoms, though, hoping to secure their vote. Now, Burgundy's getting absolutely freaking wrecked, guys, but with the amount of negative war score he has, and France being a defensive war, I suspect that France is going to peace out very shortly. He doesn't have that much incentive to continue doing what it is that he's doing, fighting that war. So, small window of opportunity for the inheritance to happen, but instead, we might find that Luxembourg is released, or these unions are broken. I suspect the unions will be broken. That's usually what happens. We're also getting close, near, I should say, I suppose, to passing our first reform. So I'm trying to hold up a defensive spot on Savoy. If we can just piece them out, that's pretty much the smartest thing we can do, in my opinion. Hungary currently has only 13,000 troops, apparently. Which is not all that much. Okay, so I feel like we're base racing this pretty hard. Like, if he sits on our capital, good luck. We're going to take his capital city, and then we just avoided his 14k, right, by separate piecing him, and this war will be as good as won, in my opinion. I'm going to make this war goal for Hungary and see if he kind of kicks into high gear. Also, this war should be fairly economic, I would say, taking these guys' cash. So if we're going to reign in Italy, I should return this to province or free it. Oh, for a second I thought Burgundy was inside the Empire. Oh, no way. He basically remains with everything and he just lost a massive amount of land. Wow, I didn't expect that. That's sad. Feels bad sad, man. I mean, the only good news is, well, I suppose actually we could get the inheritance still. We could declare war on him and get the inheritance. That's the good news. Because we didn't lose anything. Oh, we also have the Imperial ban CB against France now. Could... I don't know. Could be a good thing. We could really punish him and release nations. And before excommunication goes, we could really punish him. We could release nations and nice, beautiful event there. That is from having these two advisors, giving us some nice points. Love it. And that Diplo reputation relation slot is very helpful as well. I'm going to release Bulgaria now. Once we are at peace, as I've just been sitting on that province down there. I haven't been excommunicated yet. I should be happy about that. Okay. There you go. Savoy is about to be pieced out. War rep is nice. And cash. Oh, 250. 250. Beautiful. Look at that. Easy war, easy life. Okay, this is the first time I'm having a large amount of fun. Just because things are going so smoothly. I'm just not sure we have all the advisors here that we have available. It's the must tick by. Yes, we do. Alright, well, this sucks. I guess we'll go for production, which is not going to benefit us very much at all. And I would love an affordable Diplo reputation, which we don't have. But what can you do? What can you do? Alright, so we should march our way out there, because I need to get rid of that. We might as well do it this war. So we're going to be doing... I feel like if I free this, Avignon, I feel like if we free that, then France will get it one way or another so easily. Whereas if we give it to Provence, it deters him from taking that, like a free, nice little province there. So let's do the return core jobby, even though I don't exactly want a Bolden province. It's going to prevent the Pope from... You know how it goes, guys. It's going to prevent his capital when we fully annex him from being outside the Empire, and then we feel real bad, man. Speaking of feeling bad, man, I don't want to lose stability. So, rip all of our beautiful army tradition there. Feels bad, man. Look at all that money. I'd love to take that money, but I want the shortest truce time we can get, guys. So, I mean, how long do we have? We have to take these two and all of this. We have to completely deal with the Pope within the allocated amount of time. Oh wow, Bohemia ended up winning out on Bavaria. Not complaining. Bohemia is turning into an absolute beast. He's our ally and he's going to help us against Poland and Denmark. So... Not complaining, as long as he doesn't eliminate a prince inside the Empire, then that is just fine. He can continue becoming a beastly beast. I don't mind. You know, if a center of reformation spawns in his country, though, then I'll be very sad, bad man. Feels bad, man. Byzantium is integrating so slowly. I really wanted Diplo Rip Advisor. Can we just afford the +2? I mean, we do need Diplo points, dude. Screw it. That Diplo Rip is so valuable on Austria. You know, we're going to start getting aggressive expansion and so on. And it's going to integrate the rate in which we integrate, increase the rate in which we integrate, which is hugely significant. And it's going to help us get this vote if we have some aggressive, overextension, for example. So also the extra point helps us smash out these ideas that much sooner. So there we go. Am I happy to let him have that? I guess so. Sure. We'll just sit here looting. God, that's the second time that has happened, even though we've only been playing for about 16 years. Not perfectly happy with that. The Ottomans allied Tunis. When does our truce come up with him? 7 years. Wow. Long time. Look at that beautiful Castile. I'm so jelly. And before he gets the inheritance, you know, we declare on Burgundy and he gets the inheritance. Lol. I could see that happening. Super Spain. Cool. Nice to see that Bohemia would help us just in kind of random wars. Alright. I also don't seem to be getting as communicated, at least at the moment, which I feel quite privileged, actually. I don't know why. It's because he's friendly. Wow, that guarantee, guys. Or what was it? Influence. We influenced him. We're friendly, so he's actually protecting us from being excommunicated, even whilst we are attacking him. That is pretty lucky for us. If we had any less relations, we would be unable to remain friendly. We're really kind of cutting it close in that regard, and I want to get out of this war. Let's do some end rivalry for a little bit of prestige. Yeah. It looks like we're okay. Because it's gaining. It's gaining over time. I think we're okay. I'm glad because I spent 75 on whatever it is we did influencing him. Oh, come on. Once that finishes, I want to use the siege general here in Rome. Okay. Wrong one. Yep. We need to take his capital. And yeah, like I said, not going to take the money, even though it's got a ton of money. I would love to take the money, but I'm not going to. I want the shortest truce time so that we're ready to go back in against him in the future. Most likely I'll do one war next against Venice to take those two provinces, hoping that Milan will be emboldened and take that province himself. Then I will do 2 more wars against the Pope, most likely. As if it still wasn't going to matter that he just took Pest. We'll still have the war score as soon as Rome falls, but it is wasting precious time. There we go. Woohoo! Get out! Get out, I say. So our Diplo relations slot is going to go to Bulgaria. And I'm hoping that, look at that, we have to core this up before we can get the vote. So I can get 2 Imperial authority. I wish there was peace inside the Empire. Because it's still going to take a little bit of time before we get that there. That reform, which gives us the Imperial Ban CB, which is a good thing to do in the meantime while we don't have the transfer subjects thing, and we have some aggressive expansion and some truces with the only real nations that we can really expand into, or that we can really afford to spend our aggressive expansion. It's a good time. It's a good time to go in against Burgundy, especially. Look at that, Bohemia would help us. The dream is real. The dream is really real. I think that we're actually just going to chill, guys. We're actually just going to chill. We're effectively at... we have 2 additional. So, basically just waiting until I can get that Imperial Band CB. We need to core this one up. Let's improve relations with the Pope again. I should be glad that we spared being excommunicated there. That was really close. So I think it's... Oh, beautiful stability. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. 5 years before our truce with the Ottomans, which of course is going to be the reconquest for Bulgaria. Dude, the issue is, guys, I basically want to integrate Sweden, Norway, Byzantium, Bulgaria, and Hungary. I basically want to integrate each of those nations. Freer Prince there. Which definitely means to me that we're going to keep our diplomacy jammed, focused. But it's just not the best. It's a lot. It's really a lot. And we're going to have the -3 diplomatation modifier for all the time, you know, because we're integrating nations all the time. It's a little bit sad. Turks! No. Unacceptable bleu. This here is my land now. Unacceptable bleu. Yep. As soon as we pass the first reform, I'm then going to abdicate for 10 imperial authority, and we're going to lose our lovely bonuses that we actually have. We have lovely bonuses on our current ruler. This is good though. Tolerance of true faith, missionary strength, stability, cost, yearly papal influence. Most of which we're not going to benefit very much from. Ooh. Ooh. I don't want to give you 5k manpower. Sorry, dude. If we can get away with not doing that, then I'm not going to. Uh-oh. Increase the clergy's influence. That event. Mistakes were made. Ow. And there goes our papal influence. Feels bad, man. Make a generous donation to avoid that. I would like some papal influence if we can achieve that. Let's check our truce with the Pope. 69. Dude, that's cutting it really close. Because if we take 3, oh, dude. Oh, we already have this. Okay, let's take some free military points there. 50, not the worst thing in the world. But we're actually getting fairly far ahead in military. Like, you know, for us. Not, I don't mean in relationship to other nations. Oh, Byzantium rebels in Corfu. But they will never be successful with that 8. Size 8, lol. Augsburg. Okay, he just expanded into Bavaria, but there's still a nation there, and that's it. So be it, you can do that. I ain't mad at you. I'm wondering if the Mamelukes and the Ottomans will get right up in each other's grill. We did a good job setting back the Ottomans. It looks like they've gone into Trebizond, and I think that's literally it. So our war ultimately had a devastating effect upon them, which I'm quite pleased about. We have like no sailors at all. Yep, so if we can finish calling this up. If not then, soon out. Oh, Byzantium core there. Oh. Okay. Huh. Damn. We might not be able to benefit from this. Because I desperately need to take those, and then returning core when I'm using a regular CB is going to cost the same amount of aggressive expansion, so. Nice. Let's take those 60 Diplo points. Lose some prestige, not the worst thing in the world. And more Imperial authority. Hey, also the reduced Diplo annexation cost. Thank goodness we needed that, eh? So that should have reduced, yeah, look at that, 1477. We do naturally have this, and therefore we're spending more of our Diplo since last time we checked. But that's a huge difference between like 1499 when it was that they would finish 1477. That makes me feel an awful lot better. So our truce is up with Milan. That's not significant. When does his truce finish with Venice, and when does ours, for that matter? Well, I wonder. No, it's pretty much, it's not possible that this will be successful, right? I don't think so. I'm hoping that it would be. That would be the best solution, is that just defects to us, and that's a additional province to add to the empire. These are claims here. The other thing is, I'm thinking about the situation with the Pope. What we might find is that we use this, which allows us to claim off claims, and that I claim Rome, and that we do it all in one war. The most major downside to doing it that all in one war like that is that we will not be able to add these 3 provinces manually to the empire. Which I do not like. But I'm thinking about this truce. I think the war would be pretty decisive against them, just like it was that time, even more decisive though. Let's say it takes 2 years. Then the truce should not be 10 years. It should be less than 10 years. Let's say 10 years to be safe. So that would be 82. It would come up in 82. Yeah, okay, I think we have time for 2 wars. It's so stressful, man, doing this bloody reigning in Italy nonsense. Okay, there's no unrest there. Forget it. Our next war is going to be against Burgundy. And with the help of Bohemia and Castile, if we like, it should be an absolute breeze. Good. We have a good amount of favors with both, so I'm happy to call them both in. Good. Which means even if we could get lucky in the inheritance fires. We get it all. But even if it doesn't, we can release these 2 nations in Luxembourg, I would say, at least. Which is most of the stuff. Oh no. I didn't take that into account. Pomerania is going to take Neumark from the Teutonic Order. I think though maybe if the Teutons get fully annexed here, which which I'm not sure they will, but if they do, we might be able to just demand he returns unlawful territory. That would be a lot easier than declaring a war and getting the aggressive expansion for taking that with the unlawful territory CB. +2. Okay, so within a few months we're going to get the Imperial band CB going against Burgundy. It's not going to take long at all, which gives us something to do in the meantime. I'm a little bit agitated, guys. I'm not sure. Hey, Montenegro defected. Interesting. And he's now getting annexed by Albania. A little bit agitated, guys, with the fact that I'm just doing this with Austria. This was not the plan. It was not the plan, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, there we go. So as soon as we hit 50, we pass this up. There it is. Nice. And there's the Imperial band CB. Before we go to war, get rid of our beautiful emperor. He was a good emperor, man. Which we did only for the points. For the pointy points. We did it for the points. Release that independent prince, I say, sir. We don't need oral marriage with you, Byzantium. How's a little bit desire? Maybe I should have accepted that. Okay. Let us go to war and let our allies do all the work. Haha! I knew it. He's got a fairly formidable amount of troops all combined, guys. It's worth calling in our friends, in my opinion, to make this a breeze where it otherwise would not be. Keep our manpower and economy going, trucking along nicely. Base tax in that influence is okay. Alright, fine. Money for base tax in, I think it was this province, it's fairly good. It's in the mountains and would cost a lot of points to develop to the extent that I would just not develop it. Our spiny crew was discovered in Venice, but we need to claim both those provinces in preparation. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Flanders has a general. Yeah. He's got a general for sure. I do not regret calling in my allies to help me against that. Flanders has some kind of general, if I've ever seen one. Claim on Istria, eh? Well, that's going to make it that much more expensive to claim Treviso. Joseph. My man Joseph. Okay, average claim not the best. Not gonna lie, especially because we'll probably end up abjugating. So let's not get too excited. But 632. Beauty, mate. Beauty. Yeah, let's go for his capital at the same time. Nice, Castile has access. Okay, in that case, let's actually just protect. Let's just do what we're doing. Let's just chill. Let's just chill where we are. We've got plenty of time here. Well, he's actually seems to be backdooring mostly. We've already stack wiped some of his troops, so I'm actually going to be a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, so we might end up in a little bit of an awkward spot here, guys. I could kind of sit on him hoping that the inheritance happens, but then of course it could go to Castile. It is possible that it goes to Castile. It's unlikely, but it is possible. He doesn't have an ally inside the empire that it could go to, you know, like Saxony or something. So our odds of getting it are pretty high, but it would be devastating. I mean, it would ruin the game, basically, wouldn't it? If Castile got it at this stage, I would be so... I mean, he would be super Castile. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to work towards the 100%, and as opposed to sitting on him. I'm not going to sit on him, waiting for it. And yeah, hope that it happens. But if it doesn't happen, let's take a look at what we could achieve. And the good news, of course, is cancel subjects. So we will run Brabant and Holland. That's most of the war score right there. And then we could release one or the other. So it's probably smarter to release him just because he's larger. It weakens him more, I guess. Or, I mean, we could do that. It's the same amount of princes and then take some of his cash. I think I like that better. As we're going to spend most of this cash embracing, and I want it. I want that cash. I want that cash all the time. Yeah, so that's probably what we're going to do, and we'll just be optimistic that, we'll be glad, or rather, that if I was to sit here trying to have it pop, we'd be getting this amount of Imperial authority. Why? Why you do this? Why did he just get... Oh. Why did he just get so much? What? What? How? He didn't tick up. How did he just get such a boost? It's the province defecting. Okay. Alright, I'll take it. Actually, let's influence him. If hopefully the royal marriage doesn't cancel. Yeah, no, extra province. That's what happened. Cool. Cool. I like it. Extra province for Byzantium and one less for our rival, Venice. Wow, it's a lot of money, but there you go. That's why oh my god, it doesn't do anything! That does though. Just waste 100 ducats. Oh my god, the pain. The pain, I should have known. It just improves relations, right? Yeah, I'm going to be looking forward to taking some money from Burgundy. See how quickly our money goes away when we're trying to rule the world? Jeez. Calm down, monk. It's just 95 ducats. It ain't nothing. Ain't nothing to me. How are we doing on reform desire? Ew, jeez. Wow, that's actually quite high. Wow, that's actually really quite high. We don't have anything to convert right now. I would usually take that and not worry about it too much, but I feel like the reform desire is actually really quite high. I want to get a few things done before the Protestant Reformation. You know, the Protestant Reformation actually ends the Age of Discovery, which ends our beautiful bonus that we have to utilize yet. By the way, we can actually utilize it, can't we? We almost have the favours with England, so I guess that's coming up, guys, is our campaign against the Scandinavians, and boy, that really makes me actually want this inheritance quite badly. We now are above 25 war score, which gives us improved, let's put it that way, chances of it firing. And we now officially have some army professionalism, which I will begin to value more for that reason. Uh-oh. Right row. Castillo, help me. Phew, that stat got out, because that was an awkward engagement. Good. I can now take a general from the estate again, which I'm happy to do, but I'll just postpone doing that a little bit. Now he's at 50. Come on, inheritance. I would very much appreciate it if you just pop, so that my economy is emboldened and we can get some heavy ships going more easily. No! Stability. I'm just praying, guys. Of course it will never happen, you know? Like, I think I said this in the previous episode, but if I could have one thing, if I could just have one thing, one good RNG this run, it would have been this inheritance. It's not a necessity, but the main thing is it will make the war against the Scandinavians that much easier. But instead I was just granted the divine Hungarian PU, which I was not interested in. Oh my goodness, he doesn't have an heir. Please die! Please die, you booger. I think at 75, at 75% war score, it's maxed out. I could be wrong. It could be at a 100% war score, your odds of it firing. But, yes. 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 One time. Okay, I take it back. I don't care that we got hungry. I just don't care. This is like the only time in my life I have just had good luck. Beautiful. I just usually just don't have good luck. I'm telling you, like in terms of these events, ever. That's not true. That's not true at all. Actually, I get perfectly good luck in terms of these events. But like anytime I do a practice, anytime I'm experimenting, but never when I'm like, okay, we're gonna start up a run. Whether it was back when I was streaming or recording a YouTube video, never have I had anything like the inheritance without killing myself, like sitting on them forever, or never have I had the union for free ever. So this is really the game of all games for me. Look at that. It's almost like I'm the AI and I just get everything for free. Beauty, mate. Wow. The decline of Hungary. So there's no reason to not take this, considering he's in our union, right? All it does is give you the CB, really. There we go. Royal Hungary. Manpower modifier. So be it. We could do some manpower. And okay, so we would need to take these 3 provinces, which I'm kind of gearing to do eventually to get that one. And this gives us claims. This really does seem this seems stupid. It really seems stupid. I'm not talking about the system. Like, I have other thoughts on the system in general. I'm just saying this direct path is really stupid. It's just really stupid. You get the decline of Hungary, which gives you the restoration of the CB, blah, 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 to PU him, which is obviously what you want to achieve. But then the next one is own this region. Own this region yourself, whether it's yourself or as a subject. But the reward is claims. So the idea is that it's almost like it's geared for the AI, where they go in against Hungary and they don't fully commit for the Union and they just take some land. Now, what I wish to do, guys, is release. Oh, wait. Don't go crazy, Monk. Just make sure we're good. We're good. I've got 2 provinces to add to the Empire. That's fine. Oh, I need to make sure we're being voted for as well. Okay. Alright, we're going to release Burgundy. Don't make a mistake. Yep. Now we don't have prestige, so we're going to chill. I will release Luxembourg as well. I'm going to delete that fort. And we're going to go ahead and state up these for free. Feels good, man. Oh. They have reworked this region since I last played, and that is, we only own one province there, eh? Okay, I might not state that up for free in that case. Oh. Damn. Damn. This is a beautiful region, dude. Damn. This is a beautiful region. Look at that. Iron, glass, iron into coal, and cloth. All decent sized development, etc. Okay. I want to build heavy ships, guys. Either way, guys, before this drags on too long, I should call it quits here. I should call it quits. That was really productive, man. As we gain some prestige, I'm going to release Luxembourg as an individual prince. We're now gaining significantly more imperial authority, and I'm thinking about the situation here, guys. What I will probably end up doing is also, by the looks of things, releasing Brabant again in this province where, you know, my autonomy, etc., is not so good, because I'm not going to add it. And I will consider releasing Hainaut as well, if it will go to him, which it will. Yep, I'm going to release 2 individual princes here, because I'm all about that imperial authority. However, these 2 provinces are just too valuable for me, in my opinion. And as much as I want to change my trade port to the English Channel, because it would be a little bit more economical, I'm not going to do that, though. I'm not going to. And the reason is, I mean, I will collect here, because that's probably more economical, I suggest. The reason is because I cannot afford the Diplo points. We're going to be absolutely starved for Diplo points this game. But with that being said, guys, before this drags on too long, this has been another episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'm pretty excited. I mean, again, weird game. Not what I anticipated, to just have extremely good luck. But it is going to shape up to be a bloody good game, I hope. So, really enjoying it. Hope you are too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.